What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. Actually, it's been about 5 or 6 months. It's been a while. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're striving towards those things that matter to you, and that looks different for everyone. I wanted to get on here because the last video that I posted was back in May, and I talked about my channel taking a turn. I originally started my channel kind of touching on tiny living, and although I'm an enthusiast for, tiny living, the minimalistic life, all those things, my real passion is about parenting, not from a perspective of someone that thinks they know what parenting is all about, or knows how it should be going, quote unquote, according to society. But my perspective as a parent that has raised two kids, and I have two young adult children. It's not that I'm trying to be facetious in when I say what you think parenting should be, but honestly, if you've never had any children, I understand that you have theories. You may have book smart and all that jazz, which is great. That has some value to it. But here's the truth about parenting: if you've never been in it, you can't. I mean, you can give an opinion, but it's almost like me asking you to tell me of an experience that you've never had. It's almost like me asking you about a place that I want to visit, and you telling me what you think that place is going to be like, but you've never been there. That's what parenting is like. So, and it's almost like asking, it goes even deeper. It's almost like asking a mom that has two toddlers to tell you what it's like to have teenagers. You can't really say until you've been in it. And when I put up my video on toxic children, I got so many emails about that video, and I realized that it's something that's happening and nobody's talking about it. There could be many reasons why people don't talk about it. One, I think the biggest reason is because society has set in the mind of the parent that if your child takes the wrong path, it is completely your fault. And so everything is placed on the parent in Western society. And so parents feel guilty about talking about these things because they feel like it's their fault. And then I see tons of videos on YouTube about children or young adults or even older adults that have estranged themselves from their parents because of, I don't know, X, Y, and Z reasons. And although there are valid reasons why one would, excommunicate a parent, and, for one of the most obvious reasons is child abuse, whether it's, physical, sexual, emotional, or psychologically. I get that. But this channel is not about those parents, because abuse is abuse. This channel is dedicated to those moms that have given their soul towards parenting at the expense of their own dreams. They have made sacrifices. They have made conscious decisions, many of them because they come from a background that was so dysfunctional that they want to be able to change the trajectory of the future, the next generation. And after they have dumped and made this major investment in their children, they see how ungrateful their adult children are. This channel is dedicated to that. This is the raw form of parenting, not the bullshit that society tells you about, because that doesn't exist. Because in between the theory of nature versus nurture, there's something in between called life that nobody wants to talk about. And there are a couple of channels on YouTube that talk about these type of children, or these young adults that have estranged themselves from their parents because they have, you know, these reasons that are kind of ridiculous to us, or for people that have grown up in very dysfunctional homes and have tried to turn the tide with the next generation. It's very unsettling, to say the least. And again, this channel is not for those parents that have legitimately abused their children. No, we're not talking about those parents. We're talking about those parents that have put their hand to the plow and have taken on the responsibility and have seen how unfruitful that task was at times. Again, this is not about parents looking to control their children, their young adult children. This isn't about parents that are trying to get, excuse me, trying to get, you know, to have their children take care of them financially or to be codependent. None of those things. We're talking about parents that wanted to make that deposit, consciously made that deposit to strive towards their children being self-sufficient and maintaining a mutual relationship with their young adults, a healthy relationship. That's what this channel is about. So if you are not a parent, please don't get on this channel. I really don't want to hear what you think parenting should be about. Don't want to hear it. You may want to tell, you know, I don't know, entertain somebody that wants to hear what your theory is or what you think parenting should be like. Cool. And there's a place and a time for that, but this isn't the channel. Don't get on this channel if you have toddlers and you have not been through teenage life, you know, teenage years, young adults, because I always used to think that, you know, having teenagers was probably the biggest challenge of my life. But I must say, as a parent of 2 young adults, that's by far, you know, that's by far the most difficult time. Having adult children, having to watch from this side, you know, of their lives, and seeing them make, you know, reckless decisions that affect the next generation is by far the most difficult and most painful thing you can ever sit back and watch, especially if you yourself have tried to change, again, that tie, that circle, that pattern with the next generation. So this channel is dedicated to those parents that wonder why did it turn out this way, for those parents that are concerned about the next generation, their grandchildren. This channel is dedicated to that child that suffered in silence from abuse, and then you yourself become a parent and you try everything possible to turn that tide around. That's what this channel is about. I hope that you stick around as we take this journey towards unfolding what parenting looks like and what it doesn't look like. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep your head up. And thank you for stopping by. Bye.